say. Basement, boxing towel. You know I'm a warrior, right? Fuck that, I'm a champion. Basement, boxing towel. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxing towel. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. I'm feeling cocky. I hit a thing to beat the ring, a boof up like I'm Rocky. ASAP, any opponent think they can stop me. I stay strapped, chop tryna learn my moves so you can copy. You gotta give it your all. Gotta give it your all. When you're back against the wall. When you're back against the wall. When you the one people call. When you the one people call. To keep greatness involved. To keep greatness involved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect your jaw. 12 rounds if you can last. Better protect your fall. I got hits like Mayweather. You hit that round of applause. No question, the problem solved. Basement, boxer talk. Left, right, jab in the hook. Better protect.
It's your boy Basement Boxer Talk coming to you live. And I got my good brother Black Star Sports TV in the building. What's good, brother?
Salute, salute. What's going on, my bro? Back at it once again.
Yes, sir. We back at it once again. Another Saturday. Another boxing Saturday. And we got a few good topics to talk about today.
Yeah. Yeah. I see where you want to start off at.
It's up to you, man. It's up to you.
Man, you see what happened with Tank?
Yeah. All right, I guess we gonna start off there, but we gonna make sure we end off with the Lublin and Ortiz.
Yeah. Man.
I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words because I seen an old clip. It was an old clip that I seen, and the old clip that I seen, it the gentleman in the clip specified that this Jake Paul and Tank fight would not specifically go down. And I'm like, damn, and this was a clip from months ago. And the guy said this fight would not go down, whether it would be Tank getting hurt, whether, excuse my language, Tank on some BS, catching some cases, or it was the prediction. He predicted somehow or another it was going to be a distraction that the Jake Paul and Tank fight would not go down.
Yeah.
And we seen Georgia didn't even want to give him a license. The state of Georgia did not want to give Jake Paul and Tank.
It's crazy. And then they couldn't sell nothing in Florida, man. I heard the tickets was having a hard time moving in Florida.
So the fight is in Miami. These charges are, I don't know if they charges or allegations or it's a civil suit. I don't know what it is because I really haven't dug that deep into it. But it's some type of paperwork that is going around now on the internet about Tank. And then I happened to go look at Ticketmaster and look at the seats, and it's still a lot of seats available. Then I wake up yesterday morning and I'm seeing that it could possibly be I seen that the Jake Paul's team reached out to Floyd Mayweather. They reached out to Terrence Crawford. they reached out to
Ryan Garcia.
Berlinga, Edgar Berlinga, and Ryan Garcia, something like that.
Yeah.
What's your takes, Black?
You know, when the one I just heard of was the Ryan one, and I automatically, you know, that set me off right there because you know, I can't stand Ryan, and you know, I mean, he did what he did, and everybody just willing to forgive this little girl because I don't respect him in no way, shape, or form, man. He was completely disrespectful. Everything he come out his mouth with, you know, I know you was on that stuff. I understand you was on the ostering, but why would you deserve a shot like this to make $40 million when you lost your last fight to Rolly? I'd rather see Rolly get the fight. You know, somehow when he blows the deal and he's messed up the money, he's still allowed to make the money. And that's just not right. That's where boxing getting it wrong. And that's what I don't support and I don't like. But I put a little video a little earlier today with what's his name, man? What is this? The Showbiz the Adult. He was just giddy about it. Oh, I'll walk you out the ring. We need the Osterine Ryan. He said the Osterine Ryan. I said, what? He want him drugged up to come out here and fight the cat, man. Like that was an okay thing to do. That's a new come up, I guess, now, because you can do that, and all of a sudden now people are root for you for cheating, and you know, I mean, it's crazy to me. And and Ryan was the one that criticized it and said that it was a gimmick fight and it was bad for boxing. But I'll fight him if I get a chance. Come on, man. You know, it's just ridiculous, man. But you know, but you got guys like that who just, you know, gonna endorse them no matter what. They can't do no wrong. I mean, how about you win a title first? You know, win something. You know, how you just gonna jump in there and get? I mean, big paydays like that. I mean, that's a Canelo payday. That's, you know, man, he ain't nowhere on that scene. The only thing he ever came close to making some real money was against Tank. He ain't never did it with anybody else. Even when he came down here to Houston and he fought shoot, what's that one tough Mexican dude, man? Not Duno. It was Dono. It sounds similar. He fought two guys. The last name sounds familiar, but you know, they didn't even you know, people was kind of booing him in the stadium. They didn't, you know, and it was shocking to me, man. At that time, a lot of Mexican people wasn't messing with him in Houston. Right here, they was booing him in there, but he did come up. He got the stoppage and he did his thing. He won. You know, I was happy for him at the time, you know, because I was rocking with him at that time. But then he totally lost me with all that came out his mouth, man. But we'll see what happened. But if it happened, Jake Paul better handle his business. And they also talking about doing it like at 185.
Wow.
You know, they do it at 185 pounds. That also has to tell people something about Ryan Garcia, because Ryan Garcia is fucking huge. He's not a little guy. He's standing next to Earl Spence. He looked bigger than Earl from time to time. I was like, what is going on, man? You're going to have that type of advantage. Fight a guy who makes the weight. You on Osterine, and you did have some nandrolone in there, but everybody said they're going to give you a pass because you can create some in your body. But we know some of that shit was foreign. You wasn't acting right up to that fight. He was just, I mean, you looking back at it now, you can see it clearly. But at that time, we was like, damn, what's going on with him? You know, we was kind of like, okay, well, maybe he hyped for the fight. But when you look back at it, man, I mean, you have to face it. I mean, that dude he had roid rage like a mug, man. I saw it in the fight when Devin, when he popped Devin, plop, and Devin came right back and popped him. And he said, and he did like that. I said, oh, no, I seen that before. I seen cats on PCP do that. I said, yeah, that's when it really drew in for me. But,
right,
you know, I mean, if he kept it legal and wouldn't have had to fight, man, that's all anybody asking of him. But for him not to go out here and try to make any type of amends for what he said, I ain't apologizing, and I'm standing on it, and ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me, and I'm living. Okay, well, when you ride like that, it's certain things come back to you. And I ain't the type to let it go. I don't know about these young bucks, man. I worry about them sometime, man. They're gonna face a lot of disrespect because they don't know how to handle it. But
Right.
we'll see what happens in this fight, man. They talking about making it, but I'm hoping that they give it to somebody else, man. Honestly.
Who would you like? I mean, I'm not even too interested in it, but
Who would be somebody like you say boxing would owe it to them because they put in work, but they wasn't getting out of boxing what they should have got because they put into boxing. Like I know he's bigger, but if it was a little smaller weight, somebody like Gary Russell, you think about because all he did, but the way boxing treated him. I would like shit. Why not? Why if Earl gonna come back, why not take something like that?
True
He can
that.
get a little bit of money back from what all he did because he's the one gave us that fight. In that way, it kind of makes sense because boxing kind of owe it back. It's kind of like boxing paying it back forward. Who else could be in there, man? Hell, I don't have a problem with Belanga. Belanga or why didn't he call up Caleb Plant? That's another guy. That might be a little more even to fight.
I just seen a video too this week with Breadman, and Breadman said him and Caleb Plant parted ways, man.
Man, that's crazy. I wonder what was the determining factor for that.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good little thing going, but I mean, that dude Resendez came out of nowhere. Resendez came out of nowhere, and he just happened to be the style of fighter that gave him problems. And because of that, he had that bad showing, but then that blew a lot of his money too. But you can't fault that guy for that, man. That guy came out there and did what he did, and he proved he put himself on the list there. Somebody need to be taking him on too. Hell, that's not a bad fight for somebody like Earl to jump in there and take a Resendez fight if he's coming back, or Jamel Charlo. That'd be a good fight for him. I think that would sell because this guy's already he's made a little spark of his name, put in some work, be the quality fighter. You're gonna step back in there because I can't see why Jamel want to stay at 154. I don't know. Need to go on up to 160, man. There's some smoke in there. But now with what Bud is doing, I think Bud once again gonna mess it up for everybody because he won't go away.
I think Bud is on the mission for the 160 route, bro. Become undisputed at four different weight classes, bro. And I salute him for that, man. It's gonna be one hell of a run, bro. Yeah, I would say that Bud would be good for Jake Paul, but he got more serious things on his mind. And I can understand that. Going to be undisputed in 4 weight classes. And when it's all said and done, that can be the one that you ride off in the sunset with.
Yep. And get that money. Because and that's a good point, because he would be one of those guys because he's been making $3 million as opposed to 35, 40 like Canelo was making. You beat the top dog, you're supposed to get that type of bread now. If he's able to pull that off and he come out and then get that, hey man, I think you on to something right there. Yeah, I think you on to something. Shoot. Damn, wouldn't that be something if they had that fight? Bud win, and then they talk about Mayweather and him. Woo, just imagine how much money that would be on the table for that fight.
It's funny that you say that because now is more and more talks of Mayweather and Pacquiao. First it was Mayweather and Tyson, which I told you.
Yeah.
I told you. Yeah. And I told you. I say that only came up for one reason. That name Tyson in the exhibition only came up for one reason. And now it's died down.
It sure did.
Man. Now all of a sudden, listen, now all of a sudden, they got talks of supposed to be Rolly and Pacquiao. But then all of a sudden now, slides up. Hey, oh, it might be me and Pacquiao. Something to this, bro. It's something to this.
Yeah. But you know,
it's something to it, bro.
Yeah. They trying to find a way to make that money come together. And then I heard they was trying to get Lomachenko to come back to fight Pacquiao, but he didn't want to do it as a real fight. He wanted to do it as an exhibition. Like, what type of man? And you know what's pissing me off here lately though, as I noticed he's moving around boxing YouTube and in boxing space.
And I don't want
I'm personally yeah. Oh, you like you froze up, bro.
I'm here.
Okay, yeah. He froze up for a little bit. Yeah, because she was just saying something.
I'm here.
I
can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because I can see you moving at okay, yeah, you said you was just saying something.
Yeah,
I didn't hear it. Yeah, I missed that last thing.
We were just talking about Pacquiao, Floyd, and then I said
the last point you just made.
I forgot.
Because soon as you got into it, the sound
we were saying Rolly.
And then I brought up Lomachenko.
We were saying something about Rolly. Oh yeah, you said brought up Lomachenko, and I said I don't want to be personally want to see Lomachenko and Manny Pacquiao. For one of these are things. One, Lomachenko fought at one. He was good at 130.
Yeah.
Pacquiao hasn't fought at 130 in years.
Don't make sense. Yeah.
So I mean.
I don't even know why his name would. I don't even know why his name would come up. That's the part that got me about the whole thing, you know. And then like what I'm hearing everybody now is running around saying that somehow Lomo beat Devin Haney in that fight, and that drives me crazy because I'm like, how does that make any sense? For the first 6 rounds, he didn't do a damn thing, and that was his fault. I mean, how can people say stuff like that? Now, mind you, he came on and he did okay towards the 8th, 9th, 10th round, somewhere in there. He had some good stuff in there, but it wasn't enough to win the fight because you already gave up 6 rounds. And I mean, and when the fight was first over, nobody was saying that. But when they let a little time go by and they see him cry, everybody, oh man, he should have won. He don't won. Yeah, he won that fight. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna lie. He should have won. I'm like, man, nah. That's coming out of people's hatred. You cannot look at that fight and them 6 rounds. The fight is gone already, and it's his fault. That's why I'm like, why everybody tripping about it? He did that to himself. He did the same thing against the Teofimo. If he had started earlier, he could have probably got on that little young boy, messed up his mind because as we see Tio right now, Tio ain't got a lot of confidence. He don't, but he messed around and let him get in that fight. Get going, build up something, get his confidence up, and then that's where he was able to overtake him in that 12th round. But he needed that 12th round to win. But that wasn't the case with Devin Haney because he went right out there and did that little stuff. He was getting tore up to the body. I mean, Devin was putting the work on his ass. I don't know what the hell people talking about. The man had to go to the hospital. I'm like, man, I ain't, and this ain't got nothing to do just because I like Haney. But I was pissed off at Loma because I'm like, why you didn't do nothing in the first 6 rounds? I wanted to see the best matchup. You didn't do it. You came out in the first 6 rounds and you was gun shy. I mean, that's what he did. I'm not like I'm looking like, hey man, this is what I'm seeing in front of me. I can't give you that round. I see Devin going after your ass and you sitting there like this because you was still shook or whatever be the case. But so many people is on there talking that. I'm like, man, I don't want to. What the hell? I mean, I understand y'all don't like him, but come on, man. Enough is enough, man. You gotta give a man his due. He didn't do what he was supposed to do, and it was his fault. That's why he was crying like a little girl at the end of the fight because he realized, damn, I should have did this. But that ain't nobody's fault but your own. You know, you get in there with him, that's your opportunity. You've been running. He chased your ass down. He got you in the ring. You had no choice but to fight him. You said you won undisputed. He said he won. Okay, what's going down? 6 rounds, you let him beat you from pillar to post. And then you come on in them 3 or 4 rounds. They say, yeah, those rounds, man, look what he did. I was like, well, he edged a couple of those, but he didn't dominate to the point where I'm like, hey, man, it's automatically his. I could see a case for those rounds, sure. I ain't going to take nothing away from him. I like Loma too. I think Loma is a good fighter. But I'm not going to give you nothing you ain't earning. If I see you go out there and don't do jacking around, man, what you do? I mean, my favorite fighters, I'm going to do them the same way. I mean, come on, what we doing this round? We got to do something. He didn't do it, man. And for some reason, he get this, and then now he wants to come back in now. But, shit, and he want to get back in there. Give Gary Russell another fight. Get that rematch. How about that? That's a good fight for him. Give Mr. Gary Russell his rematch. They ain't going to do it.
Yeah,
you got him. You got Hitchinson.
The whole, my understanding of the whole situation with Loma was retiring because he had a bad back.
Yeah.
An exhibition with Manny Pacquiao. What is that? The fans.
Shoot, he gonna be crying again because Manny gonna put hands and feet on his ass.
You tell me, what does that do?
I don't know what that is. I only, they try to pull him back out there now, but that's like I'm saying, like just feeling like you are. What that's supposed to do. Who should he fight if he gonna try to come back? Definitely not up there with them guys. It's like those guys are passing him on. He can't go up there and bang with them bigger guys at 140 and such like that. He too small for that. So if you're gonna stick at 135, maybe Lamont Roach. But the Roach is going up. So I don't know. Who do you put him in there with now? Put him in there with Pitbull Cruz? That's your boy Pitbull?
Pitbull, that's who Lamont Roach fighting.
I know. He fit to lose. I think he'll do okay, but I don't think he's gonna win because I think right now Lamont done he got his confidence up and he believe in himself more, so he'll fight harder. And I don't know. You never know till they get in the ring. But I think I what he did with Tank, let you know he can go with that style. So
yes, sir.
We will see how it go down though. That's the beauty of it. Yes, sir.
I believe Lamont got. I believe he got exactly what it takes to maybe not Pitbull out, but I mean outboxing. He can clearly out. I believe he can clearly outbox. But Pitbull might run into something too.
You never know.
Pitbull might run into something. He might run into something. It was an easy fight. It was an easy fight for El Rayo against Pitbull. He kept the jab out there the whole night and just turned him with the jab, and it was a great excellence of boxing that night.
Yeah, he made him look useless in that ring. And then you come back and get Rolly, and I think Rolly made the mistake of leaving his trainer. He should have stayed with Bullet. And I think that's what messed him up, because if you go back and look at Rolly, when Rolly was with Bullet and he went up against Tank, I told a guy at the job I was working, I said, man, the one thing I could think, I said, Rolly gonna do okay, but Rolly gonna get froggy and he gonna run into something. But when he was standing there and he was listening, he was maintaining his discipline, he did pretty good in there. I was like, damn, he actually in there making it a formidable fight. And then he did just that. He got caught. He landed something good, and he thought, oh, man, I won the lottery. And he went for it, and bam, ran right into something. But, that just go to show you, he, then he comes out with Ryan, and then you see him a little more disciplined, a little more in himself, because you would figure he'd been a little bit crushed after what happened to him with a pit bull, but he wouldn't have did his thing, caught him, man, and sat him on his backside. And I was happy in the motherfucker. Rolly! Rolly got him, man, but we gonna see, man. But they keep messing us up now. That's 2 fight cards that been took off that we supposed to have this month that's gone. You know, well, 1 last month and then 1 this month. That's 2 right there with the Fundor and Thurman. That card being moved around. Now, here they're gonna move this back now because Tank done messed it up. That would have been what? Would that been next week? I think it would have been the 14th. So we missed that card now. But the 22nd is just a bomb card. That's gonna make up for it all. We just get there. Couple more weeks, man. That's gonna be a hell of a card. But then I hear Better BF is not fighting now, so that's 1 less fight. I was hoping he was gonna fight in that because it would have been him and Benavidez next. That's a hell of a fight. Uh-oh. Let's split up in 2. Yes, sir. Got the heavyweight TJU champ is here. That's it. That's what it is. Salute to you, my man. Yes, sir. Appreciate you coming by here, man.
There we go.
Said Bruce Gas in the building. Bruce
Gas in the building. Was good, Bruce. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. That would have been pretty cool, man. But yeah, I was disappointed, man. But I knew Tank was going to do something dumb, man. And that's what make me so upset with him is he messing up the sport and fights that he should be doing, man. His focus is all wrong. You know, like he was a few years back before Floyd Sr. put a test on him and he lost that bet against Devin. He was doing all kind of wild stuff, wasn't really disciplined and everything. And then when they got him in there and he got showed, he didn't have a gas tank to go with the young buck. Then he started getting in the gym and he got better and he did better. And congrats to him for it. But you can't get out there now, break away from Floyd and break away all this and take control of your career yourself and then go out there and lay duds. Yeah, like Bruce say, Tank can't control his emotions. See? Yeah, because
Bruce said
he blowing it, man. He blows it. And he think that the money gonna always be there, and it's not.
It's a sad.
It's not gonna be there, man. You got a small window. You got to get all you can get then, and then the trick is get all you can get, and then get out with your health. That's what you want to do. You don't want to be out there having to fight when you're older, and it ain't really in you now. But you got to keep pushing because you got to get that check. You don't want to be in that position. You want to be able to call. Look like Canelo. Ain't no word for nothing. He good. That's where you want to be. And if you don't do the moves that get you there, it don't make no sense to me. Here he is. He's not too old. He got these big fights he can have right now will make this crazy money. Why wouldn't you take it? Man, I don't understand. I wish to God I had the opportunity. Bruce says, if he wasn't a high-profile athlete, he would be in jail or dead. Yeah, I had to agree with that, man. And then he has this thing too. It seemed like, and see, and I always, basement, I always get on him about that purse and all that little feminine energy. And then you got that feminine energy, and then a woman start running them out. You're gonna engage in that, and then you're going down this road instead of having your ass in training camp, getting ready for what you got your purpose and your mission that you're trying to achieve in life, and you focus, and you got that old female somewhere else, with the kids and the baby while you out here handling business. None of this happens, but you got to put everything in perspective. You got to put it, put things where it is. He pulled, if he had been still with Floyd or somebody, they probably would have said, hey man, you got to chill, which they was doing the first time. It's like he needed somebody to do that to him again. He gets to a point where he done got full of himself too, to the point where he feel like, he do whatever he want to do and whatever happen. I'm gonna be good, and I make this and I make that, but the money would disappear like that. I mean, and then who's to say what's gonna happen on this court case? You done got lucky twice. Who else gets that lucky? How many times you think they're gonna keep letting you out? How many times you think these people gonna drop money on these people to make them people ease up off of you? At some point, they're gonna say, "Well, hey, he don't want it." Who else you got in your in your stable? Let's see who else you can push, because this ain't gonna make it,
Right.
Oh, it's got what's it? Raining woman, don't ruin my zen. Just here to show support, y'all. Oh, appreciate you. Salute to you. Thank you so much. Yes, indeed. But it's just disappointing, man, because he keep doing this with females. He got guys that's bringing him smoke. He ain't meeting that. But you out here with this female and you ready for that. I mean, what's this kidnapping and stuff? Come on, man. What is you on?
See. Okay, and that's one reason why I didn't want to go that in depth, because I didn't really get to read the
All the details.
allegations,
Yeah.
or is it a civil suit, or what it is. It was just I read some of it. I'm just like, man, God damn.
But see, that's the thing. It is a civil. It's just a civil suit. So she just trying to get that paper. But what do you say that the judge don't turn on him though? Oh, go ahead, bro. My bad.
But no, okay. But by being a civil suit or whatever, is it alleged that this happened again, or is this something that just happened?
Yeah, it just happened the last week of October. Yeah.
Okay, now listen. Okay, Poy Ponder, good looking, bro. He said he read that this gal wants $50K in her suit. $50K, bro. Come on, bro.
But here's the thing. She only won $50K. But who's to say that the judge wasn't he on probation the last time he's supposed to been on? And then you got this pop up, and she won 50. But the state might turn around and say, well, you know what? Hey, no, you got this still going on. We need to address this. I mean, he know we're gonna go ahead and give you this sentence that we let you get out of last time. You see what I'm saying? She's looking at money. She ain't trying to. Okay, we got you there, but that don't mean that's the end of it. See, this is what you playing the Russian roulette, man. Instead of you saying to yourself, okay, I'm 30 years old, 30, 31, whatever it is. Okay, I'm probably gonna fight so much. Okay, I'm gonna have to fight this, blah, blah. Lay out your map. Go get that and stop worrying about all that over there. When you ain't spend time, send her that 50,000 rack, send that 50 to her and let her go on about her business. And you get your ass back over there and handle your business so that when your career is over, you got the money. You ain't got to worry about nothing. And you can live into your old age. If you don't do that now and take care of yourself now, it ain't gonna be there. Because if you get out of boxing right now, you don't fight nobody else. And she pulling off that I want 50. Well, how many years it gonna take for you gonna be broke on TV talking about, man, I used to be the world champion, man. I was with Floyd and everything. Or you be like my man William Joppy, you riding the Greyhound bus. Come on, man. 3-time world champion. Nah, man. You can't be, you in a nice position. You making this bread. The bread come easy. Easier than it would if you got to go out here and work 9 to 5 or come up with a business or whatever you got to do. All you got to do is go out there and fight them up. Man, come on. You was fighting folks for free. Get on out here, man, and fight these dudes and make that big bread and stack up that, that's what I get mad with him about. And put that damn purse away. I don't want to see another black athlete with a damn purse on. And people are with these man bag. Ain't no damn man. A man don't have a bag. And they this I ain't cutting no. I ain't got no passes for none of that shit. I don't give a damn. Any of them I see, I'm gonna tell them in the face. What type of shit is this, man? Get your motherfucking manhood back, man. You want a damn purse? Get that for your mama. Hell with that shit, man. That's when you can tell a guy is taking on too much feminine energy, and he's getting this. That's why him and this girl always getting into it, because he trying to come with the same energy she got. Instead of just looking at her and say, okay, she emotional. Let her be emotional. Over there. He don't know how to handle that. You got bread like that. Man, and a woman gonna be a headache to you. Okay. I don't know, man. I mean, that's the way I see it. What he doing, I don't, going back and forth to courts. And
what? Okay.
Freedom.
what and this is what I can say.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they say be careful of what you wish and pray for, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we want the fame, we want the money, we want to collaborate, but then also too, what a lot of people don't, what they fail to realize, what comes with success and fame and money is loneliness. It get lonely when you get to the top. You ain't got the same friends, the same people around you that you had around you before. Not necessarily saying that them friends were bad for you or not, but with growth, with growth in growth in everything, it becomes a separation.
Mm-hmm.
It leads to a separation of something of some sort. So I'm saying that to say is we see Tank right now not around the entourage that he was around. I'm not saying that they were negative on him or not, but he's not
Yeah.
around them. And when you're dealing with, we could say claustrophobia because you're not freely kicking it and enjoying life how you were enjoying life.
Yeah.
And now your life is maybe considered into a small circle where you only see a few people. You be seen by those who you want to be seen by, but the circle is small.
Yeah.
And I believe too much tension, too much not releasing whatever's inside of him can draw the attraction to domestic disputes type stuff. You feel what I'm saying? If
Mm.
you've been
Yeah.
around a woman so long, and it okay, so now you used to being around your homies, and then you go around your homies, you around the gym,
Yeah.
and then you go home. Okay, so now if after you go home is you- your home. The gym is you, your woman, kids. Is no more of kicking it with partners, maybe shooting pool, playing shooting basketball, talking, whatever earning time.
Yeah.
Sometimes men need that time away. And
Yeah.
I'm not saying that's a situation in this situation, but it might possibly be, bro. It might possibly be
Yeah.
because, like I say, it get lonely at the top, and you ain't got the same friends, same people around you that was there to maybe lift you up and keep you away from maybe certain situations.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
your circle is smaller, and people are like, and now it's like life is like claustrophobia on you. And okay, yeah, true indeed is
Mhm.
not right, but I believe that on the outside looking in, that's what I see, bro. That's what I see.
I see your point,
I don't
and
see a
it it,
man
it,
who
it could
I
be.
don't see I don't see I don't see a man who wants to be locked up. I see a man who wants to be there for his kids. That's all he talks about is his kids. Remember the guy came in boxing, didn't even have no kids. So
True.
now he
True.
talks about his kids, and I think it's just young, young money and the problems that come with money are the problems that he's running into. And I
Yeah.
mean, that's all I can really say. Like, because I
Yeah.
mean, we seen these scenarios play out before
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
and play out
Definitely.
before and play out before, and it's just like
Yeah. Yeah. We want to see him handle it better,
the
and come out
guys
better.
that were yeah, the guys. It's like we criticize them when they doing it one way, but then that way was actually keeping them safe.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
people didn't like it because, hey, you look like you partying, you look like you kicking it too much, like you look like you having too much fun.
And he
But
went
then
through
when you
that one
cut that
time
shit
before.
off,
Yeah.
and now you just right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I get in more trouble trying not to cut motherfuckers off.
Yeah, because he did that with
And
Adrian
it could
Broner
be,
and them that time.
it could.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Sheldon in the building. What's good brother?
Oh, there he is. Salute. There you
You know what
go.
I mean?
Yes, sir.
And I'm not just saying that could be the scenario, but that possibly could be a scenario, bro.
Yeah.
It get lonely at the top, man.
Yeah.
It get lonely at the
You
top.
gotta.
The
But see that's
entourage is smaller. The entourage is definitely smaller now.
now the smaller part could be a plus if you work it right, but you got to organize it a certain way, and you got to let her know too. Look here, when I'm doing this here, this is where I got to be. This is where the money is. This is everything right here. Now, you talk in terms of money, and she understand you a little bit better. She more likely to back on up and say, "Well, you go ahead. I take care of it. I take care of the baby right now. I bet you will. Let me go out here and hit this gym." And that's all that Floyd Sr. was trying to teach him from the beginning. And like I say, he did do better, but it's like now since he branched out and he left Floyd and stuff like that, he got superstar in his mind, and he got to throw that shit away. He got to throw that and humble himself just a little bit as far as him taking the business, because if he do that, that'll stop these things from happening. Because he'd be like, I gotta focus. You can't be, all this stuff he was saying that we didn't like when, I'm just the money. I ain't worrying about belts. I ain't worrying about, I get the money. I get the money. I get the money. But why are you not doing what it takes to keep getting the money then? You see what I'm saying? Be consistent with that. Make that your focal point. If that's what you're gonna do, you trying to be Floyd and the way Floyd did, you ain't never heard none of that with Floyd. You ain't never heard none of that. Floyd went in there, he was making the money and he was setting up, and it's still going to this day because he got it organized a certain way. And that's what he got to learn. Instead of him humbling himself and say, hey, Floyd, man, how I be going through this sometime, me and her be this and that, man. He would say, look, man, this is what I did. I did like this. I tell her, look here, I got to do like this here, this, and the third. She ain't going to mind you standing away when you coming back and you bringing millions. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Either way it could be going, but it's just a matter of just putting it together and getting on your grind. It's like, and even Earl is another one. Because Earl, he let everybody know what his moves, what he wanted to do. We did see him with his children and everything like that, but it was all to a certain degree. I understand that Derrick James was saying, well, the kids was around too much, which he never complained until at the very end. And we about to find out who gonna win this court case too. And if he lose that court case, man, I look at him a little different, but I do still think he the best trainer in boxing though. But I just think that thing really did. I think if he had stayed with Earl would have fought again by now. It wouldn't have been this long a break, because it don't seem to me like Earl is really jumping out to find a trainer like that. But something is going on. I don't know, but he's letting so much time go by. I guess I jumped off into another thing, man. But I like to see them guys do well and keep going, man, and make all the money they can, and get out there. But they make me mad when they don't stay on it. That's not be like, oh man, you fucking up. You got to keep on, because you want to come out with your wits. You don't want to end up like Meldrick Taylor and them guys, man. It just don't make no sense. Get out of boxing what you came in it to get, and who gonna be in a sport that don't want to be the champ? How does it make sense? I don't want to champ, I just want to make the monies. No, man, that don't even make no sense. You don't even hear Floyd talking that. That's when a guy think he above the sport. And I didn't like that for Canelo either, because Canelo was doing that. He was picking and choosing, but he ended up getting exposed because that only gonna last so long. Boxing gonna bring you right back around. You're gonna get in there with that one guy you supposed to been in there with, you been ducking. you know, then you're gonna get it. But I don't know, man. Hopefully he get it together, you know. But it ain't looking so good for him right now. He fumbled this fight here, and then and even more, you fumble this fight, then they give it to Ryan Garcia. Come on, man. I'd be hot in the firecracker. $40 million?
Yeah,
40 mil?
most definitely.
Mm-mm.
Most definitely.
Mm-mm.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
40
Hey,
mil.
it's it's, it's a lot of talks been in lot of talks this week. Did you get to check out Layla part 2? Her video against the Christian Shields.
Man. See, that right there. See, Layla should have just
Salute to Gary Walker. How you doing?
Gary
brother?
Walker in the building. Yes, D, salute, good brother. Man, that whole Layla Ali thing, man. If this is what you was gonna do, you just will not even said nothing. It's like, she, as guilty as people going to give Clarissa, you got to give it to her too, because she just like being in the limelight. You just started a YouTube channel. You had to do 2 videos. You had a whole set behind you. Oh yeah. And this day she did this. And that day she did. I don't give a shit. Is you gonna fight her? That's all
But
I wanna know.
hold on. But one of the things that she expressed in the video was she wasn't doing it for monetization. And I'm like, well, if you wasn't doing it for monetization, why did you do it on your YouTube channel? And why
Yep.
wasn't it just a simple yes or no? Why was it a part 1? Why was it a part 2? Why was it so much video breakdown of this particular incident?
Yeah. Because she liked the limelight. She wanted some more of that. See, she been out of it for a while, so now it was her time to shine back in the light a little bit. So she want to bask in it a little bit, and then at the same time, she was bringing stuff up about Clarissa, and they both had points, and that's cool. That's but us fight fans, we ain't got time for all that litigation. What's the time and what's the place? That's all we need to know. We can make our adjustments accordingly, but they ain't do that. And then just like Clarissa was saying, she had made that comment about, well, there's certain things I see, might be pro-black and stuff like that. I want to retweet that, but I don't do that because I don't want to hurt certain fans and all. And it was like, huh? I ain't never heard Ali talk this shit. Ali told him to their
Right.
face every time. How you going? Nah, what team are you on? So I don't get all that, man. She just wasted everybody's time, and people was like, yeah, oh yeah, come on now, you old, you're not gonna be able to fight this young girl. Just come out and say that. Well,
Exactly.
time is past from all that. I'm definitely, it's been too many years for me, and it definitely, that fight could never happen. And then leave it there. Ain't nobody gonna judge you for that. They're gonna say, well, she's straight up with it. I mean, you a mom. You got, fam, you got a whole nother lifestyle now. When's the last time you took a punch to the face? you know? So ain't no need in doing all that. This because she was the one that said, well, $10 million, I might consider it. Then they get the $10 million and you still turn it down. Yeah. I mean, come on, man. You shouldn't have said nothing at all. So you wanted everybody to feel like, yeah, this is gonna happen and get your name going and buzz and then you coming out, yes, and I did this. And see, I only got my light. I got this. I don't care about that. Nobody care about that. It's crazy, man. But when it's that type of bread to be made, man, I take that 15. I don't shit, old or not, shit. Fuck it, hit me 2-3 times. I get down on the ground. Where my check at? Shit. I tell him after the fight, yeah, I definitely knew I was too old that first time it hit me. It was over at that point. But I'm gonna cash that check. Sit there like that with that whole front closed up. Yeah, I went out, he hit me, and when he hit me, I knew right there,
We got a big fight. We got a big fight coming up next week. Next Saturday. We got Eric Lubinson and Ortiz Jr.
Yeah.
This
Finally getting
is
down
gonna
to
be
it.
this is gonna be one of
Yeah.
them toe to toe
It's gonna be
gunslingers.
a better fight than most people think it is. And if you live anywhere near uh was it Fort Worth, man, get you a ticket because the
Yep.
tickets is cheap. They got cheap tickets out there for that fight. So if you want to go see a fight, you want to go out there and you ain't never been or you have been and want to see another one, man, go get that. Because if I was a little bit closer, I'd be out there at that one. That's a good one. That's gonna be a good
It's
one,
gonna
man.
be it's a lot of a lot of people doubting Lubin, bro. A lot of people doubt,
Yeah, I
and
noticed that.
I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm confused because um Ortiz had some problems with making weight at 147, and
Yep.
he wound up moving up to 54, and at 54 he was more productive, and he didn't go through the problems that he was going through, I guess, through the weight loss, the weight cut. But
Mm-hmm.
here's Lubin, who's a guy who's been around the 54 weight class for a pretty long, pretty nice long
Pretty
time.
good one. Yeah.
And
Yep.
besides the knockout to Charlo and the loss to Fandor, he don't have any losses.
Mm-hmm. And he
The
didn't fought
Fandor
some guys.
fight
Yeah.
was a good one, and I
Yeah.
got a lot to say about that fight. We
Yeah,
talked
I
about it a
remember.
long time ago.
I remember. Yes, sir.
Yeah, hey, that still be on my mind. But
Yeah, you had a point, man. Definitely had a point. Shoot.
if Lubin would have just listened to Kevin Cunningham in that situation with the Fandor fight, I think it would have been the outcome would have been different because he did drop Fandor in that fight.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember, he dropped Fandor,
It was a real tight fight. Real tight fight. It could have
but
went either
Fandor took
way.
a knee.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But Lubin and
Uh,
Ortiz, it's gonna be a good one, man. Can you give me some of your thoughts coming up into fight week on this fight?
Um, I like both of them, and when it comes to Virgil Ortiz, I think Virgil Ortiz is still fighting under his natural weight, under where he should be fighting, because he had that health problem in 47 to the point where it really was costing his health. It was threatening his life. And you just come up, 7 pounds. It's okay, but I don't think he came up enough because you look at him. He's a pretty big guy. He's at least 160 in there, 160, 168. I could see him in either one of those. But him being able to make weight, okay, we see how long it go. But whatever he gonna do there, he got to do right now. And he had a couple fights, but he once again never been champ. But he's another guy who hasn't been champ like Ryan Garcia. But I say he's ahead of Ryan because he has fought a couple guys. Ryan really hasn't done nothing but the Devin Haney fight. But I'm just thinking that the guy he's fighting now is too seasoned. He's been there too long. He's been in there with better competition. Um, a lot of people is counting him out, because of the Fundora thing. But I mean, Fundora is not an easy guy to fight, man. His height and his reach by himself make him a hell of a problem. And the fact that he even fought him and went out there and did that, I mean, I can't see Ortiz presenting him any greater problems than that because I'm not. Well, I mean, Ortiz is good though. He's got nice power, and he can box pretty good. Um, I just feel like it's going to be a close fight, and it could go either way. I could actually see either guy, getting a win. But I I kind of find myself rooting for Lublin because of the fact that Lublin lost to Jamel Charlo after climbing his way up to the championship spot, get knocked down, climb his way all the way back up, and get bumped by fighting this monster, and then he have to do it again. It's just like I feel bad for the guy. I feel like the guy should have actually got over and won one of those. I like to see him win, just on that alone. But I can see that fight going either way. It's going to be damn good. It's going to be worth your time to tune in. And like I say, if you live anywhere near there, you can get out there, go on, check it out, man. I think them tickets in some of those seats is like $37. Can't beat that. Can't beat it. That's gonna be good. But it's a shame that old boy done pulled out of the fight again. Schofield. Every time he get ready to get into a real test, man, something happen. I don't know what to say about that. It ain't looking good. I guess he gonna blame Devin Haney for that one too. The guy's something else, man. I tell you. But I do look forward to that fight, man, and because it's gonna be a nice. I don't know, man. Maybe you got to give Ortiz the edge a little bit because Ortiz is, man. Yeah, I'm stuck on the fence on that one. It's hard to call one, man, because I almost went with Ortiz right there because I know they could be banging. But Lublin, man, is little. He doesn't look like Ortiz looks kind of menacing. Lublin doesn't. He looks for some reason like he a little small, even though he ain't. They'll be similar size. But when they get in there, yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that this week, man, because I'm stuck on that. I gotta get that worked out in my head. But it's gonna be a good fight, that for sure. It won't be anything that's wasting your time. And if like we tell casuals all the time, if you wanna really grow in your appreciation of the sport, watch what they're doing in the ring and try to see, the things that stand out to you, the counters, the movement, the setups, and all that, the defense, and catching and shooting and just all those little intricacies to the fight game. Because when your knowledge of that grows, your more appreciation of the sport, and you'll be able to see things more clearly than casual fans will. And this fight can be one of those fights for sure. And I'm glad it's happening because both of those guys deserve to be champion. And and whoever wins that got a hell of a win on his resume. That's for sure. Yes, sir, man. So we got that coming up. Then the Schofield, he done pulled out. He's supposed to have been on the undercard with JoJo Diaz, which would have been another good fight, but we can't get Schofield to fight one of these top tier guys, so we can really see where he's at. He keeps pulling out. That's the second time. Not looking good for that. Poi Pounder says Eddie said him and Boots are pulling up to San Antonio. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a good fight card too, December the 6th, man. I gotta see about that. I might just have to pull up on that one. That's a good one, man. Yeah. Yeah, I gotta pull that up and see what the tickets is going for that. But something I got a boxing app. Shoot, let me share that with you because y'all might want to boxing Showtime. It's a boxing Showtime of app. I don't know if you can see it on the screen. Might be too much light. Dog it. And they list all of the fights, and they even tell you where you can go sports bars to watch it. It tells you the whole fight card. It also tells you where you can purchase tickets and everything. It's called Boxing Showtimes. If you haven't got it uploaded on your phone, man, it keep you here to all the fights from everywhere, from the zone and everything. Just like today, we got Buatsi and Parker. And I kind of checked Buatsi out a little bit, but a lot of these UK guys, man, is just It don't flash to me. Yeah, but download Boxing Showtimes. It's pretty good for sure. Yeah, but I can't wait. We're gonna in that fight get together, man, and I gotta see what them, like I say, 40 pounder, they get to see what the price of them tickets is, man. I had to pull up San Antonio, man. They ain't but a couple hours up the road. I had to roll up in there, man, show my grill on that one. That's gonna be a good one, man. That's good, and I'm glad that O'Shaquie Foster and Stephen Cool Boy Steph was fighting on that. They moved that fight right over to there because that's gonna be a good one, good scrap right there. You know that one, Lamont Roach, Pitbull Cruz, man, yes sir, gonna be good. Yeah, because I seen Pitbull when he fought what's the little short Cuban guy? The one that fought Bud. He fought Bud and he fought Devin. Oh, he fought Tank too. Dang on it. What's his name now, man? I can't believe that. Pretty good though, 2-time gold medalist. And I remember after he fought Pitbull Cruz, he had made a complaint of saying something about Pitbull had something in his gloves or something, but nothing ever came of that. He did initially make that claim, but it didn't go nowhere. So I don't know what happened with that. For sure. Yeah, man. Let's see. Yeah, Russell 4-pounder, man. Let's see. Who else we got coming up? Matter of fact, let me check out the Boxing Showtime. That's what I do. Yeah, because they got Boatsy and Parker today. Another one, Pero Thompson. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Ortiz and Lublin. November the 8th. So that's next week. Yeah, that's gonna be. Who was on the undercard now that okay, that's that one. Okay. Oh, so JoJo Diaz still gonna fight, but we don't know who he's gonna fight. Okay. They got Amari Jones on the undercard too. Okay. All right, let's see here. Yeah, I wonder who's gonna take on him. But they gotta name somebody soon. They said to be announced. So I wonder who's gonna fight JoJo Diaz. Should be somebody decent. Okay. Yeah, not a bad little card though to be out there in San Antonio. Well, no, that's not in San Antonio. That's in the Fort Worth, Texas. Once again. Yeah. Joshua Edwards. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Joshua Edwards is on that card. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Boy, is you going to that fight, man? Are you local? You in Texas or where you from, good bro? Let me know where you from there. Yeah, because that's a nice little card to have. Yeah, man, gonna get. But I wish we had this fight on the 14th with Tank and them, man. They didn't blew that one. We lost the other one last month. Seattle. Okay. Oh, you up there with Hendricks, man. You up there with Jimi Hendrix. All right. Yeah, man. All right, what else we got coming up, man? Yeah, but I knew Tank was gonna fumble the ball. I knew he was gonna fumble it. He just wasn't acting right, man. And then when a fighter's not focused, you know. And then oh yeah, the TO and Shakur again. They still talking about that. Still talking about that's supposed to happen. I don't know saying how that's gonna happen when nobody signed anything. And then you got, and every time T.O. goes to these different platforms and start talking, people are listening to him like he really gonna make sense. Hey man, that fight should have been already signed already. I mean, it ain't gonna happen. T.O. gonna find somebody else to fight. He ain't gonna get in that. Yeah, he's not gonna get in there, man. And then now, tell you what, man, I'm looking forward to that Benavidez and Yard. Oh man, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that fight. Man, it sucks that Benavidez is not fighting on that card though now, man. Because that would have set the next fight would have been Benavidez and Benavidez. You know, Abdullah Mason and Sam Noakes. That's gonna be good. Bam Rodriguez, man. My man Bam is on a tear. He's on a tear. Man, what do you think? Bam Rodriguez and somehow him and Nue get in the ring together. Woo-hoo. Man, that's a possibility. That is a possibility. Oh damn, Subriel Matias. Subriel Matias is on that card too. Okay, wait a minute. Now it has Archer Beterbiev versus Dion Nicholson, TBA light heavyweight. So maybe RBF still is gonna fight then. Okay, I thought I heard them say they was taking him off. Okay, well, that make it even more. Dang, man, I wish they had that fight out here. See, that's what we was talking about last week. We was talking about how they need to move the boxing events around the country. You know, instead of just always going to Vegas or California. You know, they try to move it around. When they do, it's usually the same. New York at the Barclays, or they're going to go to Carson, California, or they're going to be, you know, Vegas. You know, it's the same rotation over and over again. But you got so much of the country that don't get to see it, and you wonder why boxing has kind of, you know, limited itself in from what it used to be. And most people don't understand how boxing used to be the number one sport in this country. And that's how much they allowed it to deteriorate with all of the shenanigans going in with all promoters and stuff. And you know, and it don't all have to be one space. They should be having
Right.
venues everywhere. And they just never pick up on it. But we be trying to tell them, man. We be trying to tell them.
Say what, bro?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was just talking about how they need to be moving the fights around, you know, different venues all the time because they keep using the same ones. You know, let's just reiterating what we talked about last week, man. Yeah, but
Right.
yeah, but it looked like they still got Benavidez's name on the fight card though. Because I
Benavidez, he
looked on
fighting
that.
Yardy. Still fighting.
No, I
And
mean
the
Better BF. Better BF. He's see, I don't think you can see it on the screen there. It doesn't focus right for some reason. Dang it.
right.
Can you see it? I don't know if it comes.
I can't see it. Hold on, let me pull it up on my app.
Yeah. Yeah, it says Archer Beterbiev versus Dion Nicholson, TBA light heavyweight. And then Subriel Matias is fighting on that card too versus
Yeah.
Dalton Smith. Man, I'm ready for that. I'm ready for that. Oh my God. That's what we need right there. Man, then you got Devin and you got oh man. Turkey Al-Rashid did his thing on that, man. He got a little bit of Don King in him. Wouldn't that be something if they got Don King? Somebody should be working with Don King, man. They just want to throw the guy out, but man, look at all the great fight cards this dude used to produce, man. Somebody can use that, you know. Especially if you're a young, well, you ain't gotta be young, but you're a promoter trying to grow and build a better product. That's definitely a guy I would definitely consult. You know, keep him in the planning
Who
stage. He ain't got to deal with the money. You know.
who was JoJo supposed to fight?
Oh, they got to fill it in. He was supposed to fight Schofield,
Right.
Floyd Schofield, but then all of a sudden now he hurt again. He got some mosquito bites that he can't.
Yeah, he said he supposed to hurt his wrist.
Man,
He said he supposed to hurt his wrist. Wow, yeah.
Come on, man, with
Yeah,
this
Floyd
man.
Senior knew that people was gonna do this, bro. They knew they was gonna do
Man,
this.
and they so cool with it. You know, why you want to be in the gym training hard, doing all that time not to get paid? Nah, I got to get paid, man. I don't know what is they doing. Don't make no sense to me.
But listen to this. Listen to this. Listen to this. I wasn't fond of that fight anyway, because I mean, here you go, fighting JoJo when JoJo, that's a step backwards from Tevin Former. You just stopped Tevin Former, and now you fighting JoJo. That's a step backwards. But then I also heard, well, yeah, they were making a nice penny on this fight, but I'm like, well, you guys said that you were signed to Oscar, and Oscar was supposed to give you such and such millions per fight. I just sit back and I'm like, man, you know, I'm confused, man, because when y'all had the big stage, you guys came, and only reason why this doubt is in anybody's mind about the Schofields is the fake allegations, the fake stories that they made up on Shakur. Like, them was just bluntly lies.
Yeah. You see when they did the hospital scene?
Man, I seen it all. I seen it all. It's like, okay, but it's like y'all blatantly said this man flattened y'all tires. Man, y'all said crazy. This man had somebody in camp rip up your passport.
That's crazy.
And I ain't even gonna go to the other allegations because them was really bullshit.
Yeah.
They was really bullshit. That not even worth repeating, bro.
That's true.
So I don't understand, bro. Like, y'all went from Tevin Former, who in my eyes was tired because he came off three fights back to back to back.
So did.
And you go and want to fight JoJo, a guy who Tevin Former beat?
Yep. And then you don't end up fighting him either because you got some
right. And then you end up not fighting him because
he got mosquito bites. Unbelievable, man.
And then they go on shows and they do these shows, these podcasts, and they talk about this. They talk about it. This guy, he's doing this, he doing that, and we gonna do this. And I'm gonna tell you this, bro. You know what it looks like to me?
What's that?
Kid Austin is ranked number one. The number one contender for Tank's title at 35. And I believe, bro, that they are just waiting Tank out. It can become what we call it, or what the new generation call it, become an email champion and get elevated.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
now the ball is in his court a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now he got a little bit of leverage.
Yeah, you gotta do something though. Gotta do something. Cause you know, the way it's all shaping up, with the way everybody's making the moves, you know, it's a whole pack that's moving up the weight classes there. And if you mess around and slip and slide, you miss your opportunity. You might not be able to get, certain amount of fights. Mike Tyson tried to tell Tank years ago, man, y'all need to get together and fight, man. Man, I'm not friends with them. It's like, man, you can get paid. He trying to hip him to the game.
Exactly.
You talking about money, man? Shoot, man, let's fight 3, 4, 5 times. Shoot, as long as we got our wits about us. Let's get it. You know.
Yeah, it's a lot of egos involved and
Mm-hmm.
a lot of stuff. A lot of I wouldn't, there's a lot of things going on in boxing now
Yeah.
that disturbs me, man.
Yeah.
Disturbs
It,
me.
and then you got a guy like Tank come out and say, "Well, I'm scared to lose." That's my greatest fear is losing and getting embarrassed.
If that
How
and
you?
then and then to a, and then to a person like me, I sit back and hear that and I say, well, if that's the situation, you need to stay in the gym.
There you go.
The only way you perfect your craft is to stay in the gym.
And see, and that's the reason why. One of the big reasons why I'm such a big Devin Haney fan, because really, if you look at how he moves as a young guy in the sport, you always seeing him working out. You don't never see him not just out there with a beer belly and he just out there just messing off and doing dumb things. You don't really see that with that. And I commend him for that, because to be that disciplined and that forward thinking at such a young age, it's only going to be beneficial for him. So let's say he have a fight and he come out of a fight and he ain't feeling groggy, he don't feel right. He feel like, okay, wait a minute, my head ain't feeling as normal it is. He can stop right then and there and be good the rest of his life, because he set himself up for that. As opposed to another fighter who say, yeah, my head kind of, yeah, I can't take too many head shots. How my head is kind of like, man, but I got to get at least 2 more fights in. Okay, now you're risking brain damage and more stuff for your health later on in life. And ain't nothing promised to you. You got to be on your P's and Q's. And the other thing about Devin is Devin goes to different gyms, different trainers. He lets a lot of people put their 2 cents into what he's doing. And he's a real big on learning his craft and he respecting his craft. And that's why I like the guy. Like, I can't understand why people don't like him, because that's what you want to see a young fighter do. It's other fighters that are similar like that, but for a guy to get put down like that, that makes me root for him, because people don't like the guy, and I can't really see why you wouldn't. And
Right.
I just like to see him do good just because of that, because they're going about it the right way. And I think people that do that ought to get what they have coming and get that security. And his father's right there on top of it, making sure the money right, making sure everybody okay. And hey, man, you can't beat that. I guess a lot of them guys is mad because they don't have a person like that in their corner like that, and they hold it against him. But instead of doing that, man, call him up, man. Hey, man, the DHP, let's talk. How you doing that? You know what I'm saying? They done already showed that they don't mind sharing the game. I mean, hell, they the one told Bud, hey, Bud, go and get Canelo, man. Bud was like, man, shit, I wasn't even thinking about it. He the one told me. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I mean, you got to, yeah. I mean, that say a lot, man. And people can talk about Bill Haney all they want, but Bill Haney just, I mean, he just a guy love his son out here in the game, and he doing this thing, and he enjoying doing it. He talk a little trash, but hell, who ain't? Everybody in the boxing game gonna talk some trash. It just
Right.
come along with the game. So, but for him to take time out of what's going on with his son, rolling the Bud. It's not like him and Bud and them was all in the same gym all the time. And they were just so camaraderie like that. They knew each other, but it wasn't to the level as it was with Floyd. But say, hey man, shit, man, why don't you go on? You may just well go on up there and get him. Go on up there and get him. Shit, he went up there and got him, made it look as easy as anything I ever seen. I mean, I'm still sitting here like, damn, man.
Shout out. Shout out to Bud. Shout out to Bud. Hey, not to
Yeah.
get off the topic though, you brought up Devin Haney. Okay, fight week is coming up real soon for them guys. We got Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr., bro. And you seeing the videos of Brian Norman Jr., you seeing the videos. Devin Haney's looking good. I seen him in the gym with oh shit.
Shit, Devin in there with everybody.
Yeah, he in there with
He
everybody.
got Troy Osley in there.
He got Troy Isley in there sparring. I seen Troy Isley do some interviews with him. Yeah, they got a little bit of everybody, man. And you say, and I understand, them the keys staying in shape, sparring with his father had him spar with some of the best and around some of the elite trainers there is. What's your thoughts on this Brian Norman and Devin Haney fight? And what as leading up to fight week, you might change your opinions, whatever. But as of right now, if the fight was to jump off tonight, who would you have, and why would you take your decision? Why would you go with the decision you're going with?
Right now, I got to go with Devin because Devin has got the better resume. He's been up against the better competition. He's more consistent. Um, um, Nelson ain't really, he's just getting to that level. He got a lot of skill. He got the power. He might get in there and he might rock Devin a little bit there. He might shake him up a little bit, but he's the perfect guy for Devin to go against right now, coming from what he just came out of with Ryan. Kept getting hooked by that left hook, and you get gun shy, make you jump off your confidence and everything like that. So fighting a guy like this who got that type of power, probably more power than Ryan has. But if you can get in there with that animal and stay focused, pick that phone up more, you know what I'm saying, and just stick to doing what you do instead of going there and trying to brawl, because that's what he did against Ryan. He didn't fight his fight. He was going forward. He was like the brawler in that fight. He was the one that forced the action. He never get credit for it, but that's what he did in that fight. But that played right into what Ryan wanted him to do, and he was catching him with them left hooks. So with that being said, all this time training and trying to correct that and going through that, and then having a fight like this with another guy that's got the pop is only going to make you better moving into the future, because knowing that this guy hits harder than Ryan, and you get through there and you handle him pretty stealthily and you get out of there unscathed, your confidence has to be risen at that point. Whatever you was feeling after that fight with the Austrian and all that, that'll be out the window. And they was already talking about doing a rematch. I think in February or something like that. So
Mhm.
he be just ready for it. And the thing about that is, he ain't gonna be able to come in there with the juice action, because that's what all that that's what all that was about. And then if he all of a sudden started talking like that, first thing everybody gonna say is, man, go on test him right now. Go ahead, test him right now. Because he had way more than a little bit in his system, because we could see it on tape. He was not even himself. It's crazy, man. But that's what he up against. And then you got all of the fans that's against him and don't like him for whatever reason. They just hate him just to hate him. Oh, he didn't win that fight. He didn't do this. He didn't. I don't understand it, but hey, that's their choice. But you got to overcome all of that. This will help build him in that regard. He get out there and he handle that and establish himself again. People had to take their foot off the gas on him and say, well, damn, he back it with number 3, number 4 pound for pound in the world, something like that. Be a champ again, third weight division. Take over the number 1 spot at 147. At that point, hell, he might, depending on whatever happened with what I would really like to see happen for him is Pacquiao fight one of these other guys, and he could get a Pacquiao fight. you know, that's a nice one for a resume.
I gotta go against you on this one.
Okay.
I'm picking Brian Norman.
Oh, well.
I'm picking Brian Norman on this one. These are my reasons why. I'm gonna support my reasons why. I'm picking Brian Norman on this one because, one, after the Ryan fight, he hasn't proved to me that he learned from the situation. The last fight, he came in there, he moved around, he did a lot of movement. People said he ran. I'm not gonna say he ran. I'm just gonna say he did a lot of movement, which made it uncomfortable for his opponent.
Mm-hmm.
Because his opponent was a straight up and forward coming fighter. But here we go once again. We got a fighter who got a good left hook and a good right hook.
Mm-hmm.
And if the flaw hasn't been perfected or the craft has not been added to the perfection of his mistakes, we got a younger guy, a faster guy. His hand speed might not be as fast as Ryan's, but his feet and his positioning is faster than Ryan. And I say that to say that I believe he don't have the reach maybe like Ryan has. I think Haney might have the advantage in the reach on this fight, maybe by an inch or two. But I have watched Brian Norman and I watched the technical things, the feet placement, the movement, the ability to maybe cut off the ring, the ability to add pressure, the ability to fight on his back foot.
Yeah.
And the things that I'm saying, I believe can make this fight difficult maybe for Haney at his first fight at 147. Because he's coming in, he's fighting a true 147 pounder, and he's coming up in weight.
That's all good reasons. Yes, sir.
So them are just my supporting reasons of why I believe. Now, do I think that Devin Haney, me personally, I would have maybe chose another fight. But then here I get salutes and kudos to Devin Haney, for not ducking any smoke and coming up to a weight class and demanding the title fight.
With the top dog.
With the top dog of the weight class, because Booth Ennis is not at 147 no more. So he's demanding the fight with the top dog. And we got to say the top dog got to be Brian Norman.
Yeah.
Because we seen the output of Mario Barras and Pacquiao.
See, and a lot of people don't know that Brian Norman Jr. put a record on Tank Davison's sparring. That's one of the first times I ever heard about him was with that when that took place a few years ago. And everybody was like, damn.
And then also too, it's funny because they chose Brian Norman. And I could see, maybe I could see why, because maybe Brian Norman, his name was also ringing bells from the boots and whatever, but why not choose Rolly?
Yeah. You got a point there.
And once again, off of Rolly's last appearance, the power we seen him at 147, he's a left-handed hooker.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna be able to avoid this too much. But I salute him for taking on Brian Norman. But I just sit back and I wonder, like, why Brian Norman?
Yeah, I think for those same reasons that you got Brian Norman winning, because he provides a greater test of that, even than Ryan. Because I know it affected his mind a little bit. It had to. When you got dropped like that in a fight, it has to affect you. It has to affect your confidence. But if you get out there with a guy that you consider to be at that level or even higher, that's going to make you burk up like, hey, I got through him. I ain't worrying about none of these cats. You can get your confidence back, but you got to keep your focus. And that's one thing that is going to be important. If he lose focus in this fight, it could be another Sasaki sighting. You don't want to take too many of them big whacks, man. I'm going to tell you. So that's why I say I liked the fight for him for that reason. And if he, knowing what he has to prepare himself for, which he should have been already thinking before even signing this fight, I expect to see him do better with that. And if he's not doing better with that, then we'll know right there. Then Devin is damaged goods. Devin ain't the same no more, because that's one of the things he's got to shake off mentally. And I would think that would have a reason why you would pick a guy like that to offset that, so that when you can get out, you can gain your confidence back and say, well, I might get hit, but I got back up. Yeah, you got back up, but a guy like this, you might not get back up. So you got to be on your P's and Q's. And I don't expect he's going to go in there and try to brawl with him like he did Ryan either. He gonna sit back and play more his jab, his movements, his technical, and get back to what he does. I didn't like when he fought Linares and he was asking him at the end of the fight, man, how was my power? How was this? How you don't worry, you do what you do best and let the chips fall where they may. Don't worry about what these people is talking about your power and all this and that. Regardless of what they thought of the power, every time you hit him with that jab, he backed his ass up. And it's a reason for that. Them wasn't no patty cake jab. So that, you know, but that has to come in with your confidence.
Now, also too, a flaw that Brian Norman have is that Brian Norman's never been 12 rounds.
That deep water.
He's been scheduled for 12 rounds, but he's never fought 12 rounds.
Yeah, that's true.
Now, here it is, Devin Haney. I think his last 8 fights, 9 fights, maybe 10 fights, that went 12 rounds.
Yeah, it went. But well, except for the Prograis fight.
Yeah.
He stopped Prograis, but other than that, yeah. But you know, I'm something else I'm noticing too. I don't know. I won't know till fight night. But just looking at him, it seemed like he's shortening up his punches, and he's trying to put a little more torque on his punches now. Like he want to sit down and get a little bit more power going on. I kind of like it and I kind of don't, because I don't want that to be a sign of him falling into that worrying about what other people think of him, you know, instead of just relying on your skill, what you do, and let the chips fall where they may. If you're trying to prove something and get off that could be a detriment to yourself. So we will see. But
I'm gonna release something that I heard in the video that in the interview he did. He said that his nutritionist told him he wanted him to come into camp a little heavier. And I mean, I guess maybe coming in a little heavier. He's looking in phenomenal shape. Maybe they've been practicing just on sitting down on some punches. This camp. He got Mickey Bay. Doing a lot of work with him too. Shout out to Mickey Bay, man. He doing I see him doing a lot of work with Mickey Bay. I must say, the man has touched some of the baddest gyms in the country, bro.
Yes, sir.
They've rubbed shoulders with some of the best.
Yes, sir. All them boxing minds had a chance to put a tweak in there somewhere with him. So he picking up a lot of knowledge over the years, man. So yeah, that's why I respect that young buck, man. The way he attacking it is just like you would see a young buck, you know. And I hope it turned out good for him, but I don't want things to go bad for Brian Norman. I like to see them guys do good too. I think the fight is going to live up to the expectation. And but I mean, Brian Norman, I mean, he can do some things. What if he do knock him out? What if he outpoint him? I mean, what if that happened? You know, we don't know. So this is his opportunity, win or lose, because he could prove some of these points and still lose and still kind of come out on top as far as the people's opinion of him, you know, because people are still trying to learn him too. So they both got a chance to really showcase themselves, and I think that they will do that. It's going to be a hell of a fight, and you know. But you made that point about the late not going 12 rounds. That does play in Devin Haney's favor, but he just can't go out there and he can't go out there and do none of that stuff he did when he was against Ryan. He don't want to take one of them. Sasaki's still trying to figure out what the hell happened to him. Shit, I know. I got in the ring.
Sir.
The man said my name, and I said, "Yeah, I'm here." And next thing I know, he was saying something, and I raised my hand. They told me I could go back in the dressing room. He wouldn't know.
Hold on. He said, in my opinion, Junior hasn't fought anybody yet. Everyone's basing his fight going off the Saki fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And a lot of them is doing it because that's what they hope happens. Yeah. But this will give both of them a chance to prove something and show where they are and what they're worth. If that Sasaki fight was just a mirage, it's possible that could be revealed. If it ain't, it's possible that could be revealed too. I think he's a little bit better than just a one punch knockout artist. I think he's got a little bit more skill than that. But the experience and stuff like that, I think that's lacking. But he can get a lot of experience in this going against a guy like that because Devin got some things to show him. And however he respond, we'll know really where he's at, We'll see. Definitely want to see that fight though. I was like, man, I couldn't believe it.
Man, it's coming up, man. We got Yardy and David Benavidez that same night too.
Everybody sleeping on this fight. They sleeping on this. Everybody, okay, Yard lost a few fights. That's granted. Yeah. But y'all don't understand. If you don't know who Yard is or how he fights, and if you don't know David Benavidez, David Benavidez probably got the hand speed advantage, but toughness, I think it's an even thing there. And determination. I mean, if you doubt that he does, go back and look at Anthony Yard versus Kovalev. That was a damn good fight, and they was trying to knock each other's head off. Kovalev looked a whole lot better in that fight than he did against Canelo.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
All of a sudden he want to knock his head off, and he was doing this stuff with that man. That stuff was crazy.
That's gonna be one crazy fight, bro.
Yeah,
that is gonna be one crazy fight. But I must say, I'm sticking to my guns, man. And I'm rolling with David Benavidez on this fight.
Yeah.
I'm rolling with I'm going with the youth on this one. I'm going two back-to-back fights. I'm going with the youth. I'm taking the youth on this one.
And look at Benavidez's resume. Starting to look pretty damn good. Good.
Oh yeah.
He got some guys on there, man. And if he beats Anthony Yard, beats Beterbiev, beats Bivol, man.
Now listen to this. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. I'm gonna tell you this. That's one fight I don't want to see. Is the Beterbiev fight.
You don't want to see? They talking about that next after this one if he wins.
That fight can get ugly for.
Yeah, again,
I know, bro. I'd rather, me personally, I'd rather see him fight Bivol first. Beterbiev, man. Man, that right there,
that motherfucker killer, man.
Anything can happen.
And then I don't understand how everybody put their foot off on
that is a light heavyweight fight.
Yeah, it's a bad man.
That is a light heavyweight fight.
Yeah. If he beat that dude right there, man, and nobody got to mention Canelo, because Canelo would never stood a chance against Beterbiev. You ain't never heard him even whisper Beterbiev's name. He would at no time.
That's what I'm saying.
At no time would I ever pick Canelo to beat Beterbiev. At no time. I don't pick him to beat him right now. I wouldn't. Beterbiev
is. That's what I'm saying. And for them reasons, that's why I would not want to see that fight, bro. Who's getting Bivol first, Beterbiev or Benavidez? I believe it's gonna be Benavidez. I think Beterbiev said he walked away for the Bivol fight. He said he didn't want that no more.
A lot of the fans was talking greasy about that rematch, which I couldn't understand. It's a damn good fight, but they were saying that Benavidez and Beterbiev would fight after this fight if they win, and then I guess after that it ain't but one fight left against Bivol, whoever win. So, man, woo, But either way, man, it's just good fights anyway you step there. It's just good fights. And at that point, if Better BF do all that, he never would have needed a Canelo fight. And on top of that, they ought to be making him the top Mexican fighter that's out there. But they don't, but you know how the diehard Mexicans from Mexico are. That you have to be from Mexico. But to me, it shouldn't matter, man. That's the best guy out there, man. He's proven it. I mean, he walked the gauntlet, man. He fought a bunch of guys that Canelo didn't fight, and Canelo was supposed to fight. He finished up his work, and then moved him up into 75, where he said, "Well, they too big for me." He went right on up there and started taking care of them. I mean,
Roy Ponder said he thought Bivol walked away with an injury. Yeah, I think Bivol had an injury, but I believe the Better Beef said he didn't want it, because I believe the fans had. I mean, the first fight is Bivol won, right?
No, Better Be won the first one. Bivol won the second one.
Okay, Better Be won the first one, and then the second fight Bivol won, which
it could have went either way.
It was close. It was close. So I can't deny it. It was the second one was definitely close. Both of them was close.
Yeah, they were.
Both of them was close. Both of them was close. But the second one was very, very close. So if somebody had an edge and out Bivol, I can understand. I can understand. Yeah.
And when you think about it, at 175, it was Vostik, Bivol, Better Biev. Then was the top three. And he done already took one down, got two to go. And he take all three of them out, man. Shoot. I don't know. I mean, then he'll be sitting in a position like, well, who the hell do he fight next? At that point. I don't know, man.
Also on that card, we got Abdullah Mason, man.
Yeah, I love some
Abdullah Mason, man. He's fighting for the title. He fighting for the title at 135, bro. He fighting for the title at 135, man.
Finally,
135. It's coming. It's waking up. It's waking up.
I like the way I love the way he pick his punches and how he sit in the pocket. He don't have a fear. And even now, being dropped a couple of times in that one fight, he responded really well to that. He didn't really look like he was took off his square in any way. He just got back up and handled business again. And then do it again and do it and just keep going. I'm like, hey, okay, this young buck look like he ready to take that step. So now he gonna have that opportunity. And I think he should do well in this fight. I expect him to win. Yeah, man. Abdullah is a bad cat. Abdullah's a bad man. Shoot.
Yes, so I mean, and that's what I'm saying. So it's about to be a lot going on at 135 because Kid Austin, the young Abdullah Mason is right there.
Yep.
Hold on a second, Cook.
Yep. Yes, sir. Yeah, that shoot, man. It's a whole lot of spice in there. Spice in the kitchen at 135, man. And Loma looking like he peeking back in, man. That would be an interesting little matchup, man, against the younger guy and the older guy. I don't know, man. I'm not sure who I would want Loma to fight too, though. Thinking about it, what would be the best fight of him to come back in there now? I don't think he want to fight nobody at 140. Them guys a little too big for him, but 135. Damn, man. See, Tank should have been him and Tank. It really should have been. That should have been the fight that's been brewing for so long. That's the one that should have happened. And who knows how this is going to shake out, though. Maybe if he jump out of this and somehow get out of this legal situation, maybe he'll consider something like that, because that was on the table before Lomachenko retired. So maybe that could be.
Martella defending
against Andy Cruz. Andy
Oh, yeah,
Cruz.
about Andy Cruz. Yep, that's gonna be a good one too, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying, man. 35 is on fire, bro. 30, and Kid Austin is picking JoJo Diaz.
Yeah, yeah,
JoJo Diaz.
yeah.
Come on, bro. We got
Well,
Martella out there. We got Andy Cruz out there. Come on, bro.
we got some ones
Come
out there,
on,
man.
man.
Some smoke in
You
the
got
city.
Shakur Stevenson out there. Come on, bro. Hey, y'all called out
Ooh-wee.
Shakur before, bro. You
They
feel me?
punked
Y'all
out.
talked
They
all
punked
that
out
shit, like,
before.
man. Yeah, you feel me? Like, come on, bro. Abdullah
It,
Mason right there, man. You got
and,
guys right there, man. Come
and
on, man. Y'all sitting
Shakur
there
ain't got
waiting on
nothing right
Tank.
now.
Y'all waiting,
Yeah, yeah.
y'all waiting to see if Tank gonna do something. So y'all can get an email champ when y'all can come over here and fight some other guys. Build that resume up.
There you go. Look at Benavidez. I mean, he dude dodged him. He went
Yeah.
on through there. He's made his own
After he
cut.
said fuck Canelo,
Yep.
he wouldn't have made a path for himself.
Mm-hmm. That's the way to do it.
Now he
Carve out
making
your own
history.
niche. Yep. Yep. And it's right there, 135, man. It's a whole lot of smoke there, man. And then, remember we was talking before about maybe, well, I don't know what Tank gonna do now. He all up in the air, but I'd like to see Tank against Inouye. And then now, what could be the fight if he jump out is Bam versus Inouye.
Yeah.
Ooh, buddy.
Only thing is, I think Bam is still a
He's
little
small.
bit mature. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still, yeah. Bam ain't reached that level yet for Inoue. He ain't reached that.
Man,
See, Inoue is at 26 right now, right?
yeah. Yeah, and I think he's at 119 or something like that. It's hard, you think about it though,
Right. So
ain't that far apart. Eat a couple cheeseburgers, man. He throw his
no,
ass
Bam.
in
I
there.
think Bam at 115. Bam at
The
115. I
115?
think.
Is it 115?
I
Damn,
know
that's
I know they small, man.
some itty bitty bugs, man.
I know they some small guys, bro. Them some
Good
small
God.
guys, man. Yeah,
Damn.
I believe Bam is at 115. Boy Ponder said, I think
Man.
Oscar trying to get rid of JoJo. Man, listen, I expected Cepeda for the in-house fight. Yes, I would have
It's still
suspected
open.
Cepeda too.
It's still open. He got a spot open for they got him on they still got his name on there and they got his opponent
Yeah,
to be
but see,
announced.
okay. Now this the thing. This the thing with that Boy Ponder. If Kid Austin beats Cepeda, now you got Cepeda with 2 back-to-back losses, and he's Mexican with a Mexican promoter. He's not gonna do that to his. He's not gonna do that to his guy. He's not gonna put Cepeda in the fight that he think he has a possibility of losing. I understand what you're saying, but I don't see Oscar doing. I just don't see Oscar doing that one. Just because I know Oscar might try to protect his fighter, especially with Cepeda being Mexican.
Yeah, he got to
But for the
protect
fans,
anybody.
that's a hell
Yeah.
of a fight, bro.
Yeah, but he got to protect anybody he can because he don't know what's going on with this Dana White thing coming in, so he can't afford to lose no kind of anything, any contenders he got worth anything. He got to hold them bad boys, man, because he don't know what's coming next. Man, that could be though. Shoot, man, damn. It's a lot of good potential fights in the future though, man. If these guys get off their backsides and really go out there.
Yeah. Hey, the
Woo.
2026, man, should be lit, man. To be starting from January on out, it should
Yeah,
be lit, bro. It
yeah,
should be lit.
man.
It should be lit.
Yeah, yeah, because they're already talking about
You
Better
got
BF and Better BF, Haney and Ryan Garcia. I think that's what January, February they talking about already. So that's already a big fight hitting you soon as the year switch up.
But one thing I don't like that they overlooking, bro, is they overlooking Lublin, bro.
Yeah, they is overlooking
Going,
Lublin, man.
I know I'm backtracking, but I'm just saying I'm
Yeah,
saying like the promotion. I'm looking at it. I'm start thinking
yeah,
about the promotion when
yeah,
you started talking like that. I just
yeah,
start thinking like, man, they overlooking Lublin on this
yeah.
fight and talking about Boots. When if I'm Boots, man, I think I would be just I'd be trying to find somewhere another route right now, bro. I wouldn't be dependent on a loop
Oh,
because
yeah,
my understanding is from Ortiz's camp, they said if they win,
yeah.
they'd rather do the fight with Earl Spence.
He always wanted Earl. He been wanting Earl from way back. They was in the same gym together and stuff. But yeah, that's true. But Boots is wasting a lot of time, man. He need to be carving his own path. He need to be calling them and knocking them down and stop waiting, because he waiting on one guy and that guy lose. Now look how much time you done already put out there on the table, man. Even if you're gonna fight somebody, it's a stay busy fight. Fight somebody, but be out there. Like Tyson when he went out there the first time for the undisputed, man. He fought what, damn near 20 fights in a row leading up to the damn tournament just to win the damn thing. And he was just boom, boom, boom. When he got in that motherfucker, I wouldn't have want to been the dude on the other side of the ring in them days because he was so sharp and ready, it didn't make no sense.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly.
No. He was laying. Man, that's another man. That's what I wanted to ask you. Oh my God. I had a couple young guys was saying that
Yep.
Usyk would beat Mike Tyson in his prime if they was to fight. And that Mike Tyson didn't really beat anybody. His records is better than Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson, I said, man, I said, well, I told that one dude, where your daddy at? Tell your daddy I said slap the shit out you next time he see you because you said some dumb. Ain't no man, they have no idea how good Tyson was, man. Good God, man.
You run into the situation with the younger generation right now. One thing I can say. To a lot of their defense of the young generation. After Mike came home from jail.
Yeah, that was a different Mike.
Yeah. The level of competition was different then.
Yeah. And plus at that time, that's when you had all the bigger heavyweights really come in at that time. So when he came out and then he wasn't able to even throw a combination in jail for 3 years.
Like you had the Peter McCall fight and shit like that. Like people didn't know who Peter McCall was. A lot of people didn't know who Peter McCall was. And then now you got Google and you got a younger generation looking up Peter McCall. And then you take and look at Mike Tyson's. And this is the reason. Okay, this is the reason why, ladies and gentlemen, I did not understand why you thought that Mike Tyson would. For these reasons, if you go back to BoxRec and look at Mike Tyson's record, he hasn't won a fight in years.
Long time. Yeah.
And then so I understand a little bit what the young generation is saying because the level of competition Mike fought the remainder of the years after jail and leading up into his retirement was totally different than the competition he fought in the 80s leading up to him going to prison.
Yeah, and then the ones that didn't see him then in his raw prime can't really understand, because then they'll discredit some of his opponents. But man, Tony Tubbs and Bone Crusher Smith and Pink Lon Thomas and Larry Holmes, these was the top motherfucking heavyweights out there. These wasn't just any
And,
old body.
and these were all fights that were made before Mike went to prison.
Yep. When he was in his, and matter of fact, he beat Pink, was it Pink Lon Thomas, Bone Crusher Smith? He beat one of them in that tournament to become undisputed. He had to fight one of them, and then you had Trevor Berbick, and Trevor Berbick had fought fucking Muhammad Ali. You know, that was another guy that had fought him. And then you got fucking Larry Holmes, and people can talk all they want. Larry was, oh yeah, he was a little old, but Larry Holmes was still a bad motherfucker. It wasn't no, and I still to this day do not. Even Michael Spinks, I ain't even say his name, Michael Spinks, but I don't think Michael Spinks ever beat Larry Holmes though. I think they gave him that shit because they was mad at him for saying that stuff about Rocky Marciano, but I don't think he beat no Larry Holmes like that. I never thought he won them fights, but you know how they do. They wasn't gonna let him get that record. So, but I mean, Mike took out some pretty. I mean, and then look at his age at the time too. That's another thing to consider. And then there's guys like, okay, what was the one guy that was on the '84 Olympic team? He was a heavyweight. Matter of fact, I worked with his uncle. Man, oh man, what is his name? He was the one that Mike said he was fighting him and he was hitting him to the body and he was having women gestures. What was that dude's name, man? But this was a Olympic champion.
Johnson?
Which one?
Glenn Johnson?
No. This was back in the 80s. Damn. He was on the '84 Olympic team with Holyfield, Meredith Taylor, Pernell Whitaker. He was no, it's not Bird. It's not Bird. No, it's not Bird.
See, boy, partner said Bird.
It's oh man, damn! I used to work with his uncle too, man. Hold on, let me see if I can pull. I gotta pull this up. Hey, man, that's getting old, man. All right, let me see something.
Yeah, but so that be the defense that I do kind of understand it for the young generation. That'd be my only defense for him right there, is that Mike at the prison was a different Mike and he fought a different level of competition. But up until prison, if that was a different Mike, man, that was a different Mike. And
Tyrell
boxing
Biggs.
wasn't ready.
Tyrell Biggs.
Yep, Biggs.
Tyrell Biggs.
Yep.
Biggs was a good one. Trevor Berbick. Let's see, who else was he fighting there? I mean, hell, even Mitch Blood Green, Jesse Ferguson. Them was all the top.
Bless you.
Oh, have mercy, man. I ran to a day going pepper shake or something. Yeah, man.
Say Mitch Green, man.
Yeah, Mitch. And that was a homeboy rumble. Yes, sir. Man. Buster Douglas, Henry Tillman, Alex Stewart, Donovan Rugged.
Green bad outside New York.
Yes, sir. Shoot, Frank Bruno, Bruce Seldon. I mean, come on, man. What is this dude? I mean, we done already named all 15, 20 guys already. And you know, how you gonna say that Usyk, with his little resume, with his 3 or 4 fights that he got at heavyweight, yeah, he did something at cruiserweight, but who the hell was in the cruiserweight division? There wasn't nobody in there. You gonna put him over Mike Tyson? Come on, bro. No, I can't see that. I don't like to take nothing away from the man because he's a good damn fighter, and I appreciate him, but
hey,
he ain't beat no Mike Tyson.
You know what though? Stylistic though, it might be a good fight. It'll be a good fight. Yeah, it'll be a good fight.
That might get into the rib cage.
Hey, and we seen, hold on. And we seen that Usyk do not like the body shot.
Oh, he don't. Man, when
We seen
and that's
he
what
didn't like the body shot.
when whatchamacallit, AJ hit him to the body and he said, "Oh," I said, "Oh, hit that motherfucker again." He never did it again.
Hey,
He was
Boy
trying
Ponder, you right, bro.
to what he say? We use collect $5 a
And he
piece
said
to
they used
get
to
it.
chip in, man, for the Tyson fights. Hey, you right. You right. I
Oh
go to
man, let me
somebody,
tell you.
I go to
Let me tell
somebody's
you,
house who had the illegal cable.
man. Let me tell you how about the Mike Tyson Michael Spinks fight. I was working at Wendy's, and matter of fact, it was Tyrell Biggs' uncle was working. It was the manager there, and we was working, and me and my homeboy and his younger brother worked the. Well, I was working on the grill, but my homeboy's brother, younger brother, was working on the drive-through. He was like, "Hey man, if I hook up some money, man, you take us to the Patriot Center so we could watch the fight." I was like, "Hell yeah, you gonna give me a ticket?" Shit, because I had the car. So he was like, "Yeah, all right, man." So what he would do is he'd go over to the drive-through, and he was so good with math that he could, when they made their order, he could tell them what it was. He was just taking the money. I didn't find this out till later on, but he said, "Hey man, I got the money. You trying to go?" I was like, "Hell yeah, shit, I got the car. Let's go." So we drove out there to it. As soon as I found the parking space, no, I let them out in the front. Then I went to find a parking space, and I was like going all over the hell to park at. It was jammed in that summit. I finally found one. I ran back, man. I couldn't wait to get in that mug. Got my popcorn, had my soda run, got in there. As soon as I set my ass in the seat, he said, "Bah!" Fight over. I had to get right back up, go back out there and get the car. I was mad in the firecracker, man. Damn. I never forget that, man. As soon as I sat
Hey,
there,
so y'all ain't see no other fights or nothing, huh?
nothing, man, we had just got in there because we had to close before going to there. And man, we
Right.
got there and I was sick, man. They was like, "Man, you missed it, bro. He did like this. He did." I was like, "Man, come on." He caught that motherfucker. Boom. I said, his head dribbled. Blah, 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 blah. I said, "Oh, it's over."
Ah, shit.
I'll never forget that, man.
Hey. Yeah, buddy.
He caught that mug, man. That was a hell of a punch. And that was when Butch Lewis was still alive. And Butch Lewis said that at that fight, he said, "We was in the back, man, and we kept hearing this boom, 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 boom. We thinking, what the hell is all that?" He is punching the wall in the dressing room next to him. So he went over there to look, and he said looked and he seen Tyson, man. That motherfucker, he gonna kill my boy. He was so scared, man. When Mike Spinks got in there, he was like, I mean, you could see the glossiness in his eyes. He knew he was going down. He knew he was going. But man, that was damn good, man. And shoot, except behind the hands TV. Salute. What it is.
Salute, brother. Salute.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, came at the end of the show, good brother. Yes, sir. Anything you want to touch up on, man, before we get up out of here, man?
Well, I think I got my spill today. Yeah, I think I got my spill today, man. I'm looking forward to it though, man. These fights though, golly, man. The 22nd. I gotta see what's up with them tickets over in San Antonio though. I want to go to that fight.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see what they going for though.
Lublin and Ortiz. Ortiz.
Yeah, that's this week, man. Shit, wish I could go down there and see that one this week. Hell, they got cheap seats. And hopefully JoJo will get a decent opponent, somebody worthwhile watching, to
Oh,
fill in.
shoot. Make sure you watch tonight's fight. Ashanti Dev, Coach Ron's fighter. He be fighting tonight.
Sean Dev, what he
Fight.
on the undercard of the Buatsi fight?
Yeah, he
Okay,
on the undercard of the Puro Thomas fight. Puro and
okay,
Jones.
okay.
Puro and
Shoot.
Thompson. Yep.
All right, yeah, man. I had to check that out. Let me. Yeah.
That's on the zone tonight. The card started at 7 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. You got that boxing Showtime, don't you? They show you all of the fights and stuff. Oh, and I can't get it to.
Yeah, I got
It,
one. That's one I do got. I got
okay.
I think it's what is this called? Yep. That's what it's called. Yep.
Okay.
Boxing shows.
Yeah. Okay. So that one, the Butler.
Yes, sir. So we gonna go ahead and close this one out, man. Wrap this one up, man. I appreciate you for coming through, Black Star, man. I appreciate everybody in the
Yes,
chat
sir. Yes,
for
sir.
coming through, man. Give me your last words, man, and what you got to say till next week.
Yeah. Hey, I tell you what, man. We try to do the same time every Saturday, man. That way everybody will know to catch us, because I know some people kind of come in certain little earlier, a little later, and stuff like that. That'd be pretty good, man. And keep up with these fights, man, because we're gonna be talking that trash. And subscribe to my brother Basement Boxing Talk.
Also, I got a special interview probably coming up next week. I'm gonna try to get everything lined up for next Saturday, 3 o'clock. Look out on YouTube and look out on Instagram. I'll be making some posts. Let everybody know.
Right. There it
Yes,
is.
sir. I appreciate everybody coming through, man. This is your boy Basement Boxing, man. Hit the like, subscribe, share button, and share this channel, man. Share my man Black Star Sports TV. Shout out to everybody that was in the chat, man. It's been one good show, and we out. Peace.
Peace.